carbon credits. They're either a complete scam or the very best thing that has ever happened to humanity, not including the 6 cheerleader hot tub. In this report, I'm going to give you the facts as I see them at least, and I'm going to give you the chance to decide. I'm John Cadogan from AutoExpert.com.au. New cars cheap, Australia only. Website, card. So, if you're running a properly filthy business and you want to grab your megaphone and announce your non-existent green commitment from the roof, Shell Energy can help. Our energy experts have the experience and expertise to help you reach your energy and sustainability goals. Leaving to one side momentarily the breathtaking absurdity of retaining a subsidiary-type barnacle on the arse of an oil company to act for you as the go-to solution to help you, quote, accelerate your energy plans with carbon credits. What exactly are carbon credits and how do they work? Shell Energy helpfully explains. Many Australian businesses are focused on avoiding and reducing greenhouse gas emissions by becoming more energy efficient, switching to renewable energy solutions and reducing emissions wherever possible. However, we know that not all emissions can be easily avoided or further reduced, so another option to help your business achieve its net zero goal may be carbon credits. Investing in carbon credits is often a necessary step for achieving goals and commitments such as carbon neutrality or net zero. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Almost. Just double checking that I've got all of this straight, okay? You're running a filthy business. You want to look green, but unfortunately there's just something intrinsically filthy about your particular business. It's just not green, and you have absolutely no intention of changing that. But you want to look green because stakeholders. So here's where you sign up for this bullshit solution in which you get to buy your way out of any real moral obligation. Carbon credits are a recognised mechanism for investing in projects that contribute to reducing the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This is done by either removing or avoiding emissions that would otherwise have occurred. Awesome, dude. You get to keep being filthy, but you pay someone else to be clean for you, which is at best a shell game, or you simply pay them to stop being filthy so that you don't have to. You just buy a bullshit certificate from some intermediary who tells you that someone just put solar panels on the roof or planted a tree or both, like whatever. So, yay! And thus, you get to continue to indulge in your filthy, emitting proclivities, albeit with a more insufferably virtuous sneer on your face. And Shell Energy can be your carbon offset credit pimp. Who doesn't want that? We source credits from a mixed portfolio of Australian and carefully chosen international carbon credits so that we can supply you with a range of solutions to support your decarbonisation journey. You can feel confident that our international carbon credits, diverse in geographies and in methodologies, have been drawn from projects that have passed our thorough due diligence to ensure credibility and quality. In addition, selected projects in the international portfolio demonstrate positive benefits to local communities or biodiversity in the project area. Upon reflection, I take it all back, dude. They have turned me around on this one completely. This is in fact awesome, and in my estimation, we're only looking at the tip of the iceberg of society-wide ethical realignment that programs like these might one day achieve. This is nothing less than a way of eliminating evil in the world. We should employ this offsetting strategy to solve all of society's more recalcitrant moral problems. For example, what's one that doesn't go away? Serial killers. Almost everyone agrees they're bad. Well, I suppose there are some serial killer deniers out there. But then, when you think about it, most of the pro-serial killer sentiment would emanate from serial killers or the groupies who tend to marry them on death row. So that doesn't really count, does it? Obviously. It's fair to say that most people think serial killers are generally bad. So bad that they don't even have a lobby group, at least of which I am aware. The Federal Chamber of Early Retirement. It doesn't exist, does it? Yet. How do we fix this problem, right, of serial killers and their generally negative impact on the world? I have an idea. Let's say that you're a serial killer. You're probably not, but hypothetically, let's say that you are one. Quite a good one, meaning most successful, but also publicly committed to the elimination of serial killing on a path to, let's call it, what's a good name? On a path to net zero serial killings by 2050. That sounds kind of worthwhile, and it does just roll off the tongue, doesn't it? The only problem being, deep down, you really like being a serial killer. It benefits you in some way that ordinary people just don't seem to appreciate. Like many of your colleagues, fellow graduates from Serial Killer University, you have absolutely no intention of stopping. But you do need to look virtuous for some reason, usually the avoidance of prison, net zero. Why not just buy official serial killer offset credits instead, dude? This is easier than it sounds. Let's say you know of another successful serial killer 3 streets over. You went to university together. You catch up for coffee occasionally. You get together at conferences in, I don't know, Fishwick. He does one a month. And he's got at least another 8 years left in him. So let's call that 100 upcoming victims, more or less, guaranteed. Because he does have, something of a work ethic. If we put an offset credit scheme in place, you could just dob him into the cops. They arrest him. He gets life without parole, ultimately. And you get 100 serial killer offset credits. These are recorded publicly using an independently accredited registry. It's all completely above board. The credits go in your annual report so that your stakeholders can understand your deep commitment. You get your certificate, you are well on the path to net zero. In this way, in future, should your activities be recorded inconveniently in 4K on a freaking dozen CCTV cameras in front of 100 unimpeachable eyewitnesses who see you do it, and if your prints are on the knife and you are awash in the victim's DNA one evening, inconveniently, shortly before supper time, when the cops kick down your front door, you just produce your certificate. Net zero would be a complete defence in circumstances such as these. And you've got the certificate, dude, right? There's no argument. It shouldn't even come to that. It's there in black and white in the sustainability chapter of your freaking annual report. Any decent homicide detective would check that before wasting a judge's time with a warrant. When you think about it, you're still 99 ahead. If that's not an example of doing good in the world, what is? We could roll this out all over, couldn't we? Offsets like this. Drug dealers are crying out for a crystal meth, fentanyl and crack offset credit program. You just have to take out a competitor and the cops would write you an offset credit certificate on the spot. This would also serve, of course, to improve the somewhat frosty relationship between the drug distribution community and the police. We could all get together and work towards the one net zero objective. Politicians could certainly use offset credit programs for outright lies, stupidity and corruption, couldn't they? They could just pay a colleague to take early retirement and get a certificate, offsetting all the lies, stupidity and corruption that are thereby sequestered in this way. Show me a better solution to that problem. And who doesn't want an offset credit program for infidelity? All you would have to do, that's not funny, is find a serial adulterer out there and pay them to remain faithful. You would thus receive an independently accredited bit on the side offset certificate, and in this way, should your wife come home inconveniently early from that business trip and find you performing clothing optional CPR on Tiffany from the office, in the middle of the lounge room floor perhaps, just show her your adultery offset credit certificate. Simple. Darling, it's not how it looks, you might say, somewhat uncreatively. Now, this generally doesn't work. Ask me how I know. But I guarantee things will change once she learns about the offset credit program. When she understands your deep commitment to the net zero flings on the side issue and realises that you have in fact done the due diligence on this one, she's going to undoubtedly form the view that there's no real issue to be addressed here. Dude, you'll all be sitting down at the coffee table having a good old laugh over a glass of wine in no time, just the three of you sitting there like that, because you were clearly doing the right thing after all. Net zero. That's the real miracle of offset credits. It's not just about carbon. I know I started this video thinking that they were just a scam, but thanks to what could loosely be categorised as information from Shell Energy, I've come to realise that offset credits really are one of the more breathtaking technological achievements of the golden age of bullshit in 2024. I therefore call on you to join me, your next Prime Minister, to help us make Australia less shit by nominating Shell Energy and like-minded altruistic organisations for nothing less than the Nobel Peace Prize, following their fine work in making accessible a system designed to empower wealthy shitheads to look and feel good about behaving like complete cocks, while at the same time giving net zero fucks about the real consequences of their actions. To me, that really is genius.